7 first-round draft picks. This team, they had 13 guys drafted, I believe. If you look at the top five, I think they either had 3 or 4 of the top 5 picks that were drafted. It was the 2021 NHL draft, and here in the Midwest, we have the Big Ten Network, and one team that was very hyped up all season. Even throughout college basketball, they try to cover more than just basketball and football. One team that's really been heavily covered a lot was this Michigan Wolverines team. That team up north, they were stacked. They set the record. I believe it was Minnesota. They played at Minnesota. They set the record for the largest crowd ever to see a hockey game, and they were able to go out and defeat Minnesota, which was huge. But the question was, could you win it all? And this is by far one of the most stacked hockey teams you will ever see. One of the most stacked teams you will ever see in sports. To have 7 first-round picks is really, in any type of sport, is something that is hard to imagine. That is very terrific. And they were one of the favorites to win it all in hockey. I have to give a shout-out to our women's hockey team. They won a national championship. They were really terrific all season, so I have to give the Buckeyes women a shout-out. They won a national championship. Unfortunately, the Wolverines couldn't do that. Now, you look at this Denver. They played Denver. Many people are unfamiliar. Now, I've known of Denver. I don't necessarily watch hockey on an everyday given basis, but this is a team that they've been hyped up. They were a number 1 overall seed. This is a team that many people expected to win. You should never lose when you have that much talent on one team. I'm talking about 7 first-round picks. That's unacceptable. Now, that team up north, the fans are saying Denver didn't have any penalties. That's something that's unacceptable too. But overall, you should not lose with that much talent. And I'm not going to say it's a disappointing season. They made it to the Frozen Four, but you have to finish the deal if you get this far and win it all. They were unfortunate, but I'm not surprised. It's Michigan. That team up north, they're not used to success, but they do have a record 26 semifinal appearances. Hats off to them. But when are they going to win a chip? Because if you can't win a chip with 7 first round picks, when are you going to win one? I don't